Hey everybody, happy almost New Year. It is New Year's Eve 2012, and you know what that means? It's time for me to take a retrospective look at the year that was, and I'm a guy that needs closure. So for me to be able to take a look back at 2012 and talk about the things that I think were noteworthy, and then wrap it up into a nice little ball, throw the ball away. That helps me be able to move on to the next year. So I'm going to talk about some of those things, and I'm going to end up saying thank you about a million times, and then I'm going to tell you about some things that I'm excited about for next year. So jumping right in with the DDB, we had another banner year. It is just blowing my mind to see how this thing is growing. So I want to thank every single one of you who has come to a show, or you're telling all your friends and bringing people out to shows, sharing our Facebook statuses, all that. It really means a lot, and especially because this band, if you've seen us or talked to us, you know that. And let me put it this way: if you've ever been in a band, you know that there's always this talk of let's get bigger and let's do this and let's expand and all that. And while we're certainly about that to a certain extent, our goal is not to take over Baltimore and be this band that the entire city of Baltimore always wants to see. It's not about that for us. We like doing what we're doing. We're not trying to be all things to all people. So we are very happy to have it be a very kind of niche type band that's going to appeal to who it's going to appeal to. So when we do see it start to grow like this, it makes us stand back and go, wow. It's just it's a neat thing to watch it sort of grow organically. But, whatever it ends up being is what it ends up being. And we're really happy that we got to bring out an original tune this year. If you heard it, if you haven't heard it, it's called Back When It Was Good. It's all about what we are. It's a song from the heart. So keep an ear out for it at a show if you haven't heard it yet. And we might have a recording of it sometime this year if all goes well. But we got some great new rooms in store for next year, and all of our favorite rooms from the past. So I think it's going to be another great year for the DDB. So I want to thank Sam White and John Davis, who for continuing to allow me to do this fun band that I envisioned and started off doing almost 7 years ago. And also to those who have filled in to keep it going when need be: Ben Sherman, Cajun Kelly, Scott Spivey on guitar, and on drums, Chris Mack, Chris Lembeck, and Alex Makarovich. So it's great to just know that when you need a fill-in, you can just close your eyes and someone who is going to just show up and play, and you won't even have to think about it. So that's all for DDB Land. In total, I think I played with about 17 bands last year. So I want to shout out to those bands. Obviously, Crack the Sky. We had a great show this past weekend. So Crack the Sky, the Regal Beagles, my 70s fun retro band, the Real Rock Band Karaoke, the Cajun Kelly Band, the Ben Sherman Group, Scott Spivey and his cool little side project thing that's blossoming really well this past year, Fred Moss, Strive Michael, the Doug Segree Band, Perot, a really cool, fun modern rock band, the Real Geniuses, super fun 80s tribute band, great guys and gal. The Charles Parker Band, there's always going to be one or two of those gigs in there a year, which is good. Frankie G, who I think I have a gig with him coming up in January, a Thursday night gig somewhere, Padonia Station maybe. Check the calendar. David Andrew Smith, Millennium, and John Frace and the Bar Stars. So, I love doing these fill-ins. So thank you guys for giving me a ring. On the studio session side, obviously, got to play on the new Crack the Sky record, which was super fun after being in the band and finally get to record with them. And, I feel that this record, Ostrich, is some of the best material that John Palumbo has written in a long, long time. Reminds me a lot of the White Music album, but it is a total detour, total left turn from some of the band's more recent stuff. And isn't that what you're supposed to do when you're a progressive rock band? You're supposed to progress. So I feel that we did that on this record. So very happy to be continuing to play with the guys and record with them. Let's see, the Mountain Mirrors. Yeah, they're the Mountain Mirrors record, band from Boston. That album came out this year. So did the Six Elements record, the guys from Atlanta. That also came out this year. I also recorded with Jeff Priest. I've done 2 records with him, and hopefully one or both of those will be coming out in 2013. Simon McAllister over in the UK, Jeff Johansson up in New York, and as always, Stuart Hart and the Select Tracks team out in LA. Thank you, all of you, for sending me some great music to get to play on. Here at my newly christened Electric Davyland studio. What do you think about that for a studio name, huh? Totally unique. You've never heard anything like that, or anything even close to that for a studio name, right? Right. So, what else? Oh, yeah, I've got a new band thing starting up next year. In a couple of weeks, actually. New little band project called BFD, so named because of the initials of the guys in the band. The B is Matt Bowers from on drums from the Derek St. Holmes band. The F is Ryan Fowler on guitar and vocals from the Kelly Bell band. And the D is this guy, Hey. And we have a gig on Saturday, January 12th at the Whiskey in Annapolis. It's a fun little band. We're doing some neat stuff. We're doing things like Government Mule, Jeff Beck, Tower of Power, Prince, Pat Travers. I can't remember it, but it's a pretty neat set list of tunes. Oh, the Raconteurs, remember them? Jack White's other band. Really neat little eclectic set list. So this is our debut show, but it also may be our swan song because we don't have anything else booked, and we haven't even talked about whether we're going to book anything else after this. So if you'd like to come and see me in something a little different, I don't think I'm doing hardly any singing in this band. Brian's handling the majority of it, so it'll be fun for me to step back and just play bass again. But if you'd like to come see me in a neat little band that may not ever happen again, Saturday, January 12th at the Whiskey in Annapolis. On the lessons side, the bass lessons, MarylandBassLessons.com. It's been really neat watching the Skype Facebook thing take off, where, not Facebook, FaceTime, that's it, where so many people are opting to do live online lessons using Skype or FaceTime and a webcam. So it has expanded what I do. I'm in 6 countries total, and about 13 or 14 different states, as well as still here in Maryland. Some folks still come to my house or come to my studio in Baltimore. And but it's really neat watching that take off. I'm kind of surprised that it has blossomed as well as it has. And so thank you, all of you, if you're watching this from wherever you may be, for wanting to do some fun bass lessons with me. It has always been for 16 years, and it continues to be a lot of fun getting to do that with folks. Tonight I am off. It is New Year's Eve. I'm going to spend a very rare New Year's Eve at home with my bride. So if you're looking for something to do, I recommend that you go check out the band Legend up at McAvoy's. John Davis is going to be playing drums with them, filling in for the wonderful Buzzy London. And Legend was a band that apparently back in the 70s and 80s, they were really super popular, well-known, very well-respected band here on the circuit. They do Zappa and Steely Dan and Little Feat and all this fun stuff. It's John's really looking forward to doing the gig, and believe me, if I was not already planning to be holed up here at the house tonight, I would be there watching him do it. So McAvoy's, if you're looking for something great and fun to do this evening. I think that's everything I wanted to talk about. But again, thank you so much for anything that you have done to enable me to continue doing what I do here. It has been a wonderful year, and I'm very excited about next year. So God bless you all. Stay safe tonight, and I will see you next year.